Hello Cancer, thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah and I will be hosting this reading for you happening for the new moon in Gemini very soon. And if you catch this after the new moon, no big deal. This is still the energy that coincides with a new lunar phase. So it's something that, is there no matter what. I did do a video, a short video that describes and discusses what the new moon in Gemini means, what the new moon means as well. So go check that out if it's something that you're interested in. If not, then let's get into some oracle from Miss Mildred as usual. I love this stack, Lenormand. It is my goal to know all of the cards. It's a really cool deck. So, setting the tone for for Cancer. Umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, eh, eh, eh. Not under this umbrella, unfortunately. It is reversed. So let's see what that means. Usually it means like refuge or shelter, right? Through a storm. Not really through a storm. I mean, like, let's be real. Do umbrellas really get us through the storm? Maybe you had an individual you thought had your back and would get you through a storm, but that shit went inside out in a hot second. So hopefully that isn't the case for you, but if it is, better sooner than later that you come to that realization, Cancer. So it speaks to protection, but really really, like, the way that umbrellas, like, when you think about the rain, it's something beyond our control, right? So being protected from something that's beyond your control. And also, it says here that it might be not the greatest sign. So the fact that it came through reversed, I would say, speaks to it not being a bad omen, but I think it's definitely not a good one either. It like, the truth hurts, right? The truth hurts. Love hurts, the truth hurts. And if this is you feeling like you're just not being protected in general, maybe it's just, again, coming to an understanding that, like, your hard shell is not impenetrable, right? Okay, tarot time. We have these 8 of Wands. Yes, 8 of Wands reversed. So, I don't know, like, you reap what you sow. You sow what you reap. Hopefully you didn't sow some bad shit. There could be like a message that you missed, or like you just got the wrong idea from something and now you're like wishing that wasn't the case. There was like some type of goal for someone to get a message, for you to get a message. Reap what you sow. I feel like there's this big Sith here. Is it Sith? Sith, and I'm wearing like a Sith Lord jacket. I love it. We are matching. Okay. Scythe. Is that S-Y? I don't know. Either way, it just makes me think of the Grim Reaper. Reaping what you sow. Emotionally speaking. You were influenced in your emotions. You allowed your emotions to be influenced in a not the greatest way, Cancer. That's okay though. It happens. Maybe maybe your shell was too hard at the time, or maybe you just let somebody get through that you thought would be safe to do so, which is really, really shitty, but it's also not the end of the world, because perhaps you've already gone through it, you know, like you're gonna heal, like you're resilient, right? And your fears, like, I don't know. You could also held on too strong to something. That's kind of in your nature. But either way, also in your nature to be quite knowledgeable about universal truths, about the not, you know, in connection, in accordance with the universal truths that we receive from our ancestors as well. And that is not always, you know, that may be like something that you just naturally have, or that is naturally activated within you. It could also mean that it's just something that you naturally are attracted to, and that you seek answers from, like texts that are available, like some it's like, you know, the Bible, or the Quran, or the Torah. Those are like the three more popular Western religion. Like, is that Western? I don't know. But so many other religious texts that are relevant to you. And those who you surround yourself with. I think it's also really important to understand how to translate knowledges and worldviews amongst nations and people. It's really important. So the Empress is good at that. It's like that universal spirit. It doesn't judge. It's within your capacity. However, subconsciously, your intentions are not in the right place. Despite your abilities, somehow you missed the mark. Now, that could have been wrong use of language. It could be a imbalance of the elements, an imbalance of your emotions, of your mind, of your body, and of your spirit, your ability to take action. There's just something that missed the mark. It could also be like that your idea of what your intent, like the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That will forever be etched in my mind. Best thing that my mom ever told me. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. When you think about all of the like crusades and missionaries who think that they're saving the fucking world with their, you know, with their good intentions to save everybody that they think needs saving. Not the case. So your intentions were off, and that's okay. Just gotta figure out how to get yourself out of whatever mess you put yourself in. Because in your past, like, you've done well for yourself. Like, you still come out gaining from your experiences. There is going to be some career or health concerns that will present themselves in the near future. So be on the lookout for that, I would say. And get everything in order constitutionally. Make sure you've invested your dollars well. Make sure that you are still maintaining your health and preventing, like, and that's health prevention too. Like, are there things that you're doing in your life that are harmful towards your body? So just be careful, because nobody's invincible. What else? Justice. You have a good attitude towards justice. You want justice for yourself and for others. This could be like an attitude adjustment that you're receiving now. Or maybe if you had some ill intentions towards an individual at some point, and this could even be your inability to have protected yourself. It can go so many different ways. But either way, you want, despite whatever wrong actions or mistakes that you might have made or wrongs towards you, like you want authentic justice to occur for yourself and for anybody else that has experienced this. That's such a gift to know, to come to an understanding and realization. You know, it's like people who quit smoking, for example. You know, like, I mean, for me, like, I don't care. Like, I'll still hang out in the smoker circle. Like, I'm a cheerleader. And I'm not really a cheerleader, but I'm with the people who like to go sit outside and smoke. I don't participate anymore. But it's also like quitting smoking, for example, but then like committing yourself to the cause to help others quit smoking. And you can do both. Like you can be with, this is such a ridiculous example, but you can be with people who smoke and with and for the cause of helping people quit smoking without having to be the annoying person in the smoker circle telling them that they need to quit smoking. Because you understand a person's decision, a person's choice to continue to smoke, right? If they want to go to you, like you can make it be known that you're there to support them. But then again, like sometimes it's better to like link them up with somebody else or something else that can support them because you don't want to create a codependent dynamic, you know? So obviously that's up for you to decide on how you want to navigate through that, Cancer. But I would definitely say that you are for like your attitude is for a cause that is valid. And it sounds like I'm just getting this feeling like you're going to do it in a way that is like it speaks to a certain level of versatility that is quite ethical in terms of like acceptance, levels of acceptance of where people are at. And that is such a dignified way to approach how we engage with others. All right. Within your environment, though, people see that you might be overindulging, celebrating a little bit too much, or not celebrating yourself enough. Like it can go both ways with the Nine of Cups reversed. But either way, like some type of me party might be past due. And let it be an actual me party where you are able to validate yourself without needing other people to do that for you. And that's like, I would say that's definitely a defect of character within our our emotional realm, especially for water signs. It's going to be probably a bit more of a challenge for those folks. But yeah, needing validation is real. Like we need feedback, we need constructive criticism. It helps us to feel valid and to be able to look at ourselves and adjust accordingly, or to feel good about what we've accomplished. But depending on other people for that, it's weak. And I don't mean to call people out on being weak and saying that it's bad, but what I'm saying is that you're going to end up feeling shitty or feeling a very strong lack of fulfillment, almost resentment, I would say. It can spark resentment when you're unable to validate your own accomplishments, when you need other people too much because you're depending on what's external for validation. And at the end of the day, like people aren't going to be following you around telling you how awesome you are. It doesn't work that way. Like unless if you like have the money to pay people to do that, but then you're just like an insecure rich asshole. Like, is that what you want to be? I doubt it. We have the Five of Cups. So your fears are, I would say that your hope is to just kind of be chill for a while. Not involving yourself in situations where there's emotional conflict. not involving yourself, or attracting people where the bad outweighs the good in the dynamic of your relationship. And also, I would say if you're going to look at this as a fear, I would say it's kind of like a fear of being bored or of like the mundane. It's tricky if you, especially if you have some like history with codependency, or if you really like are, I mean, you're a Cancer, so emotional like drive is big for you. um yeah, so hoping to be in a relationship that is not completely void of conflict, but just at least not bad, right? So you want balance, and you're also happy to be outside of imbalance, right? That is so fair. All right, how are we doing for time here? Oh, getting through this. And then we have the Two of Cups. So love. There's lots of love happening in this reading for you, Cancer. This is balance again. We're talking about the Five reversed as our hope and fear. This is like a partnership, but I feel like it's most importantly a balanced partnership of life, of wanting to create life. Just that energy exchange. It doesn't necessarily have to be an actual human being, but it's also a balance between like, you know, like kind of like the Lovers, like masculine and feminine energy, but more so of being protected versus exposed, like the giver versus the taker. And it's not necessarily like either or. It really is like a flow of life. It's very cleansing. It might be messy, but it is super normal and natural. So it's like almost like a relationship with yourself where you are strong in your cycle of renewal, and then also a relationship with another individual that is the same, where you are also strong in your cycle of maintenance and renewal. That to me is the Two of Cups. It's emotional balance. So whether that's with you or with another individual, I would say you're on your way towards that. You're ready to attract that in your life. That could be something that you want. And certainly doing yourself justice so that you don't end up in a situation where that is void. Right? One more card to clarify this. All right, so again, 2 is the theme. So we want balanced mind for balanced emotions. So it's all about matching your mind with your heart, right? And like heart chakra work is so in accordance with throat chakra work. It's speaking your truth, honoring your truth, and like being true to yourself. Taurus got the ear card, so like the ear card came through. Listening to the messages, listening to your partner also. Like, I spent some time not getting listened to recently, and I have an appreciation for effective listening. After you're not listened to for so long, or just people are like completely oblivious or complacent to your needs, never again do I want to be in a situation where I go back to that. And I really hope the same for you. And I hope that you're able to, what else? Like, I really hope that you're able to find that, and that it, you know, you don't end up with some individual that doesn't hear you or see you. It's like, I hate that movie Avatar, but you know, that greeting where I see you, you know, it's like, it should be that way, truly, even though that's a really terrible example from a really racist movie. Anyways, we're not going to get into that. I'm glad the native people won and the native aliens won, but like natives aren't aliens. So with that, thank you so much, Cancer, for watching this video, and if it resonates, please do hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you again next time. Take care and bye for now.